Is WriterBay really a platform where you can find writing jobs that can pay you more than $3,000 per month? My name is Michael and I've tested hundreds of different ways to make money online, and many viewers have asked me about this platform. So I decided to take a look, and let me just reveal right away that you can potentially find some very high paying jobs, but it is not for all. And in this WriterBay review, I will show you both the pros and the cons so you know exactly what to expect and can find out if this is the right opportunity for you or not. So let's go over the basics of what WriterBay is and what it offers. And it is a platform where you can find writing jobs, and it is free to register and a free lifetime membership. You will then get access to different writing jobs. It's a platform where people can go and order different content or things that they need to have written, and then you would join as a freelancer, you can say, and then you would get access to some of these many different tasks. So it's an easy way to get access to a lot of tasks. And you can potentially earn good money. I will show you more about the potential earnings a little bit later. And what is great is that you do have the right to manage your own workload. That is often how it is with platforms like this. You can say yes to the task that you have time to do, so you can kind of control it like that yourself. That does give flexibility, which is definitely great. But who can then join? Let's talk about that, because that's also very important to understand. So one thing you need to be aware of with WriterBay is that it is not for everyone. It's not enough that you just feel that you are a good writer, because as you see, they have quite strict requirements compared to many other writing platforms. For example, you see that you do need a minimum of a bachelor's degree. And if you have a higher academic level, then you can also get access to more complex jobs and potentially earn more also. And of course, you also need to have access to one of the payment methods. We'll talk more about the payment methods later, but that's not really something you would have to worry about, because they do have a lot of really great and flexible payout options. Of course, you also need to have internet access and a laptop or PC. No, you cannot write like this on your phone. That's not efficient, of course not. And then you need to be really good at English. And then you see you need to have experience or bachelor's degrees in one of the following fields. And there's a lot of different topics. Be aware that even though you might not have experience in any of these, then there might be other topics as well, but it is a lot of different topics. So if you have some kind of degree, there's a big chance that you can find work here. And let's now then go over the application process, because that also takes a little bit of effort and you need to know how to do that. So if you decide this is for you after watching this video, when we also talk more about the earning potential and all that, then you just go to the website and then you click to register. And then you have a form you need to fill out. All the basic information, of course, name, gender, country, email, phone number, all these different things you of course need to fill out. But that's not the most important. That's quite easy. But you see that there's quite a few things you need to go through to be able to apply. You need to read a tutorial and take some short quizzes on the information, and then you need to complete a short writing sample there, and you need to upload proof that you have this higher education also, and provide samples of your work. And I've seen some people asking for test answers for something like WriterBay, trying to find some kind of way to cheat to get access to it, so you don't have to actually read the quiz or do the quiz and just find the answers. And the thing is, if that's your mentality, even if you manage to complete this, probably you won't, because you probably can't live up to the other requirements if you're trying to cheat like this. And even if you manage to go through the application process, then you probably don't have the skills if you're trying to look for shortcuts like that, and then they will find out and you just will get kicked out anyway. So if that's your mentality, this is not for you. This is only for you if you're willing to take the quiz, complete the test, and that you actually have the required skills. And if you do, then you can potentially earn quite a bit. Just be aware that it can take up to 2 weeks before you hear back from them. So do not panic if you haven't heard back right away, but it's not a fast way to get started. It does take some effort. There's no guarantee they will approve you. But let's then talk about how much you potentially can earn before we talk about the payout methods, because that overall gives you a good idea about whether this is for you or not. So on the WriterBay website, you can go to the payment section and they have this average payment rate. So you can see, writer level, regular, advanced, pro, light, or pro, and then you can see how many pages can you write per day, and how many days would you work per month, and how much can you then earn. This is of course a little bit difficult, because this is just an estimate, and what does it exactly mean, like your writer level, pages per day and things like that. What's a little bit unusual about this is that very often on writing platforms, you get paid per word, and it's very clear what you get paid per word depending on your level, but it's not that clear here because this is the estimate that you can just kind of like see, but you don't really know what that means, like pages, how do they count that, like how many words is that, how do they define the different levels. For example, like if you see a pro, then you earn quite a lot more than if you are a regular for the same amount of work, and that's of course how it is, but you won't know exactly what level you're at and how you can start working there, for what rate you will start working until after you potentially have been approved and see the work you get access to. But you can also see some earning examples on the front page. You see the top 5 writers for the last 30 days. You see someone has actually made more than $3,000 the last 30 days, and someone else close to 3,000, a few close to 2,500 there. But this is the top 5 writers. This is important to be aware of. So this does not mean just because you get approved that you will start earning this right away. These people have definitely put in quite a lot of effort. So realistically, you should not expect to just join and earn this much right away. If you put in a lot of effort and you're great at what you're doing, you can potentially and eventually build up to this. But let's just sum it all up to talk about whether this is a good opportunity or not. So to sum it all up, WriterBay is a platform where you potentially can earn decent money by writing if you have certain skills. But it is not for all, and it's not easy money. It will require a lot of work. And if you put in a lot of work, yes, you potentially can earn more than $3,000 per month, but you should not expect to be able to go higher than that, and that will take a lot of effort. So it's only for you if you have the required skills and really love writing. You can also consider something like writing your own blog, because the long-term potential of that is a lot higher. You won't start earning right away, but eventually you can definitely start making a lot more if you just keep putting effort in. You can also consider other ways, like personally, I love YouTube as a way to earn because video is just the future. I also have more information about how you potentially can build up a really great full-time income by doing that. I'll leave info to that below, so you can also check that out. But no matter what, I hope this video gave you a good idea about what to expect, so you can find out if this platform is the right opportunity for you or not. And if the video did help you, then make sure to hit the like button, and also don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss out next time. It's a video with tips and tricks about different ways to make money online.